what you want! Shut your mouth! This is a restaurant! These people are trying to eat their lunch! Shut up!
Hello, people of the internet. The Evil Slayers here for another video, yippee! And for today's video, we'll be talking about someone you know if you either watch Mischief or a British Potato. His name is xGLLx, or just GLL, or as we're going to be calling him from now on, Glenn. So Glenn here is a Halo boomer, and not just that, he's also British.
British?
Now you may be wondering, what is the term Halo boomer? Well, it's quite simple actually. It's essentially someone who hates all the Halo games after Reach. Yeah, up to the good old Bungie days. So the reason I'm talking about Glenn today is because he made a video of him reacting to the campaign overview of Halo Infinite. And it's going to be a long one because he decided to take the original video, which is 6 minutes by the way, into a 29-minute video. Yeah, so you should probably get some popcorn and maybe a drink with that as well. Now before we begin, there is one thing I need to talk about real quick. The thumbnail. What the hell is this? It's just a random frame of whatever video he can find and just paste some red text in. This is just beyond lazy. This is just goddamn cringe.
Cringe.
Anyway, with all that said, let's get into the video, shall we?
Okay, so I've had a number of requests to take a look at this campaign overview. From what people have told me, it's exactly what I predicted, line for line, word for word, and then along with the stuff that I already predicted, it's also line for line, word for word, what the leaks show. So the leaks were right, this is just like the leaks, they're all true.
Just because you predicted that Halo 5's gonna be shit doesn't mean it's gonna be the same for Halo Infinite. That's not how real life works. You could claim how much the things you said came true, it's still not gonna change if it's gonna be shit or not.
As we expected. So it's pretty tragic that the hype train is so fucking high for this game because it's all downhill from here. Nearly 2 million fucking views here, 130k likes. And for what?
A really good open world game that might win a Game of the Year awards. Just saying.
Halo 5 had this kind of momentum going into it, and look what happened. The hype train is going to be derailed. It's going to come flying off the rails on December the 8th when people actually play this game. There's no way that nearly 2 million people know that there's no co-op at launch because they didn't watch that video. Go back and look at the numbers that watched that video to this one.
I'm pretty sure this is just a case of no one really cared about it. That's all.
This video has gone viral for some fucking reason. Now, clearly, there ain't that many people shitting on it.
I wonder why. It can't be because the game actually looks good both visual and gameplay wise. It can't be that. Now, before we even get into this, the footage they show in this is not in-engine footage, which is confirmed by 343 themselves. So this is not actual game in-game. So this is the snake oil of 343. This is not what the game's going to actually look like. So take everything you see and everything you hear on this video with a huge grain of fucking salt. A whole fucking salt shaker, okay? Does a salt mining facility count? Let's see how this goes. I've watched like 2 seconds to set the video up, so I know what's coming right at the beginning. We're going to have to skip this bit, unfortunately, because he doesn't pause except for once. But that one isn't good enough for me to take. But I will be mentioning one thing from this. Here it is.
The weapon.
Yeah, it's just Cortana again, but a new version.
Where have you been? Following the events of
Except she can't have boobs.
Horny! Yes, I did not edit this video. He said that, and you have heard that. So, Glenn, if the whole thing of the AI is not allowed to have titties is the one that's keeping you awake all night, well, you know what to do.
Chief, is that you?
You're safe now.
They keep trying to hype up the fact that it's Master Chief because they fucked up royally in their fucking mind, 343, with Halo 5 by not having Master Chief as the main character, and they believe that all the mistakes of Halo 5 are just because Master Chief is not the main character.
It's not like they made him the main character because there is someone that practically destroyed the entire UNSC into nothing but just a miniature breadcrumb in their eyes, where he has a fucking army that practically outnumbers the UNSC. It can't be that.
Bonnie Ross said this, multiple people at 343 have said this, that they fucked up with Halo 5 because of just the story. It ain't just the story, it's the gameplay. And it's the live service bullshit model you're putting in the game. Again. So, they keep trying to hammer this like, oh, Master Chief's in the game. Yeah, brilliant. Master Chief, I hate to say this, he's not that important.
Well, he's important now, story-wise, because the Banished destroyed the UNSC, and he's practically the UNSC's only chance of survival against the Banished. See, I have more brain cells than you, Glenn. Grow some more. Oh, wait, you can't.
See Halo ODST, see Halo Reach, see fucking Halo Wars. Okay, you can make Halo games without having Master Chief as the main character that are decent, right?
Well, aside from 5, Spartan Strike and Spartan Assault would like to have a word with you. They don't have Chief, and they're shit.
Halo Reach, decent gameplay. Halo ODST, decent gameplay. It can be done. Halo 5, main character's Sergeant Locke, not a good gameplay, right?
I think what he's trying to say is the story doesn't matter if the gameplay's good, and I kind of see where he's going. I mean, Borderlands 3's story sucked, but the gameplay didn't. So that way, it's good. But the thing is, he's using it in, like, I believe, the wrong kind of way, because we can see the gameplay's good, and the story might actually be alright. So, I don't know what he's going on, but I think he's just rambling on something that just doesn't even fucking matter, in my opinion.
Okay, but you can make a Halo game with Master Chief, which shit gameplay in Halo 5. But the problem was that Master Chief wasn't the main character. Master Chief's still in Halo 5. You have 3 levels. Now you're just into just like gameplay, you just kind of go around the game, and there's no co-op. They go area, no fucking co-op launch. And one of oh, we're making it like Master Chief, like, we keep trying to oh, it's Master Chief, it's Master Chief, it's Master Chief. We knew it was Master Chief in 2018 with the reveal. We knew it was Master Chief before that, after the interviews. If Master Chief should also, with Bonnie Ross saying how they even themselves thought it was so we knew it was Master Chief, right? Because all saying it was success because it's so Master Chief while off right? People even noticed, right? No one else told you gameplay more from us away. We do another story plot. This has been going since 2016. And now, that's what we thought about, that's fucking changed.
It's Halo 5, but now instead of playing as Spartan Locke for most of the game, and the Munch Bunch, you play as just Master Chief. What happened to Blue Team?
Them guys all dead!
What happened to Lasky and Palmer? And what happened to all them?
Them guys all dead!
Now, some of this, people are telling me that it's not in-engine, it is in-engine. Some of this looks in-engine, but, you know, 343 themselves have come out and said, this bit's not in-engine, that bit's not in-engine, so we can't believe what we're seeing here either way. Even if you think it looks like it's part of the game, we don't know that it is. Either it's all should be part of the game or none of it.
Well, this looks like in-game to me. I mean, how could it look that good? And if it's an engine, it's gonna look a whole lot better for false advertising reasons.
What the hell? Why would you do that?
It's called a shortcut.
Keep showing the grappling hook. They're obsessed with this fucking gameplay they've created in this game where you can hook things and you can throw objects and you can hook towards things, and none of that appeals to me at all. And quite frankly, there's a number of Halo fans who fucking hate it the same as I do, so what's the fucking point?
This is not going to be the last time he mentions about the hook in this video. Don't worry about that. I'll make sure of it.
You know, show me the real shit. Why is everything, every single piece of gameplay shown about this game, someone grappling hooking somebody? It's old, man. It's old news. We've seen this a million times. Show something else.
Sorry, Glenn. This is as real as it can get for the gameplay.
Come on. I mean, it's so old hat at this point. It's like, I'm going to be bored of it before I even play the game. This is... What do we...
Man, Glenn actually sighed. He knows he can't handle this without getting ratio bombed.
Freedom than ever before.
Look, here we go. Here's your Gears of War 5 campaign map. Right, and here's your collectibles. Oh my god. Oh my god. No! That's even worse.
Really? Out of all the things you could be mad about, why fucking collectibles of all things? Look, Glenn, collectibles are fine. As long as the game doesn't brag you to collect all of the collectibles before you can access the final areas of the game, we're gonna be alright with this. Trust me.
Yeah, so you can really so there's souls, so there's only one map in the game, right? So in this particular zone, there's two souls left. That's like, is that audio loss maybe? Or is that audio loss? Right? So these symbols are not very clear what they are. That's what I'm pointing something. What's this? Small buildings from small houses. It's like, we see dog fights or something. Okay, that's a lot of fucking...
Basically, so now we're playing Assassin's Creed Halo, we're playing Ubisoft Halo, Far Cry Halo, we're playing Gears 5, you know, it's one of these games, man. It's one of these cookie cutter, run of the mill, 10 a penny games.
Fucking pathetic!
With no co-op. Because it's delayed and it's not even guaranteed to come in 3 months when they said it's coming. It's like, oh, it can be delayed again. No fucking weather effects, no fucking... No ray tracing at launch. No fucking dynamic weather at launch, man. Like, the game is not ready, yet they're releasing it. And half the game is fucking shite free to play.
If they're gonna have to sacrifice those just to get the game released on the date they promised, that's fine. They need to cut corners somehow and still make it look good, so I'll let them get away with that. Now, we're gonna skip ahead on the video because it's just him explaining how Halo Infinite's gonna be a Control-C, Control-V open world game, if you know what I mean. And it's really boring, so we're just gonna be moving on from that.
Fucking hooking again. Everything in this game is about that fucking grappling hook. Will he get a fucking life? Seriously? Come on.
Told you he'll be bringing back the hook in this, and it won't be the last time either.
Upgrades, yeah, someone's mentioned this to me, yeah. So you can like level your guy up and stuff, and level the stuff up.
No shit!
That is pretty much the whole point of upgrades, leveling up your character to become bigger, stronger, faster, and better. It's pretty much common sense to the gaming community.
Gravity hammer with no gravity, yeah. The grappling hook again! Every fucking thing, I swear down. Every fucking thing in this game is just about that fucking grappling hook.
It's almost like it's a mechanic for the campaign of Halo Infinite and a power-up for the multiplayer side of things. That can't be the case, right?
Everything. Hook up there, hook this to you, hook this, hook that, hook this, hook that. Everything. The whole fucking game is grappling hook central. Going by these trailers. Every fucking second he's grappling hooking something.
Oh, really?
Okay, what is wrong with this picture, right? Okay, this is Halo. Right? Halo, right? So what do you do in Halo? Especially on hard difficulties, but what are you meant to do? It's like there's supposed to be a dynamic with the weapons.
Ooh, he looks like he's about to tell us how Halo is supposed to be played. This is going to be fun.
There's supposed to be a dynamic with the freaking weapons, right? So, yeah, okay, a hammer on normal should probably kill a guy like that, okay? Now you've got this garbage grappling hook. The weak grenades, what was that grenade for? Oh, it hit a fucking barrel, right? Because it was an actual grenade. So, look, right? Grenades are always terrible in 343 games, so you ain't gonna be using those. Right, so look at this here, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, blah, 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 blah. That's Halo 5 gameplay right there. You are an idiot! That's how you play Halo 5. You pull out your BR or your fucking DMR and you shoot things. Even on harder difficulties, that's how you play the game, right? Where was the plasma rifle? Where was the plasma pistol? Where was any attempt to take down this guy's shields? Now, I know in Halo 2 the battle rifle is like a death cannon too, but you still normally use the fucking overcharge on the plasma pistol to at least shoot some people on, even on normal, right? Like, really?
Jesus Christ, cut the guy who played the game some slack. He tried his best, okay?
Like, come on. Like, just because everything is so watered down, basic, like, it's like pull out a gun and shoot somebody. There's no like, oh, well, he's got fucking shielding, so if you try and kill him with that gun without a fucking plasma pistol, it's going to take you way fucking longer or whatever. There's none of that. And the enemies don't even react. They just stand there like if you're going to show us the campaign, show us some fucking legendary gameplay. Show us something.
Dumbass!
To be excited about. This is the most generic shit ever. It's literally walk around and fucking shoot things. Halo 5 gameplay. Like, seriously, what? Luke, I'm not making this stuff up. Okay, that was not exciting whatsoever.
Halo Infinite allows us all to become Master Chief, doing what Spartans do best.
We became Master Chief in all the good games.
Look,
Look, it's the grappling hook again.
Piece by piece.
It's the grappling
This won't
hook
be
again.
easy
Everything in this game is about
Master
that fucking
Chief will
grappling
take
hook.
on
Like I said, it's a gameplay mechanic. Obviously.
returning
This is the same area from the fucking first trailer.
No shit!
and surprising new threats, like the agile skimmers. A sadistic Spartan killer named Jaga Erdamnut.
It's Julian Dharma's brother.
Oh ha 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 ha!
He's gonna be killed in the fucking first cutscene of the game.
He is not going to be dying in the first cutscene of Halo Infinite. That's like a 0.01% chance that you will be right of this. I'm calling it here, right now. I'm going to die in this fucking hill, okay?
So, at least on the origin, it was like Titan from Destiny, like a little Titan from Destiny. As the Queen forgives her voice. It isn't Destiny, this idea. It's the Destiny, literally like Destiny shot. I'm just saying character. Like seriously, what the fuck is this? And he stole the fucking character in the fucking trailer. When the fucking campaign reviews, you're not what is it? They stole the character, they stole the release, but now they just stole themselves on their own fucking trailers. What the fuck's happening? And the origin just went off the fucking hideouts. From Halo 4, you just rehash the whole story. And you just replace the fucking hideouts with fucking origins. So they right out of fucking Mass Effect. They stole the fucking design right out of fucking Destiny. They stole the right out of fucking Gears of War. And they stole the fucking story plot from fucking Halo 4. What happened to War in Halo? What happened to that? It's all fucking book, yeah. Jesus, we got the same stuff fucking plot. Who is the character?
I am the harbinger of the truth. You are not the future.
Exploring this vast and fractured world will put Spartan 117 to the ultimate test. But where there is courage, there is hope. Welcome to the new era.
Is that it? Is that it? Is that what's got 2 million views? Really? That's the trailer?
Here, Glenn, here's my advice. Keep your expectations low and go open-minded. Just saying.
We're fucked. That is terrible. Honestly, like, I'm legit serious. There's gonna be people saying I'm saying this just to make views and stuff. Like, I'm dead serious. It is absolutely terrible.
Like, how can you get excited? You just don't play Halo 5. You just don't play fucking Warcraft, you know, same game. Like, come on, go do something. Do that, and then we'll get invested, and then just watch the rest of the story, we'll fucking shit, and then we'll just grind achievements, fucking walking off, fucking killing so many fucking power plant things to show, like 8 guns or whatever. You know, that stuff. That's the game.
We had Halo 1, amazing. fucking levels. Halo 2, amazing levels. Halo 3, some shit levels, and then the rest of the second half of the game, the Ark, the Covenant, the fucking amazing levels, right? Now we got this. This garbage. This is how you're trying to reboot the franchise. This garbage by turning it into a fucking Far Cry fucking clone.
You really think comparing this game's level design to Bungie Halo's level design, which are linear by the way, with Halo Infinite's open world design, is going to change anything?
Fucking pathetic.
That's the idea. With the same shit Call of Duty gameplay from the previous game and the same garbage fucking shit from the previous game, with no fucking Forge at launch, no fucking co-op at launch. It's a shit game. You can't even play it with your friends. You can't even enjoy it with your friends. You can't even poke fun at it with a few friends. You have to sit down in a room on your own and actually commit the time to actually playing this by yourself. And it's garbage, and there's nothing to it.
I literally just bought a Nintendo Switch.
That you didn't buy in case Halo Infinite succeeds and everyone calls out for your bullshit, so you decided to hide for a while until the heat dies down, and pretty much come back as a Nintendo fanboy. Just saying, if that's the case, then Armin Smith has a new friend up his sleeve.
And Mario Golf has more depth to it than this game. Mario Golf has more depth to it than this game. Mario Golf has more depth to it than this game. Mario Golf has more depth to it than this game.
Really? Mario Golf has more depth than Halo Infinite? This is just so fucking pathetic. I mean, if the game he was comparing to Halo Infinite was Metroid Dread, it would kinda make sense. But he's comparing Halo Infinite to a game made for babies. Like, why? Why are you this stupid, you British moron?
I have absolutely no idea what the fuck the hype is surrounding this game. I have no idea. Like, even the internet hype. I know there's no fucking hype in reality because the people I've spoke to who used to play fucking Halo, who don't fucking play it anymore, are not coming fucking back. They're all like, where's the fucking co-op at launch? I played co-op all the way through with my brother and now I can't fucking play it, blah blah blah. That's what's happening. It's not, oh well, I'm coming back, let's go, it's fucking Halo. No, they don't give a fuck. It's not happening.
Oh, how this quote and all of his videos relating to Halo Infinite are really gonna age like milk. I can sense it.
It's dead.
Like your channel when Halo Infinite releases.
So what? But even the internet hype, I don't understand. There's nothing there. There's nothing there to be excited about. It's about as generic as it gets. It couldn't be any more generic if it tried. It's like an example of how to be generic. It's the model to follow from now on if you want to be generic.
Well, for your information, there are other games that are way more generic than Halo Infinite, like you are claiming it to be. Other games like, let's say, Operational Raccoon City, for example. Just saying, man, it's my opinion.
It's generic beyond generic.
Excuse me, what?
I'm not saying like Halo 5 was a good game, but this game is worse. It's just worse in every single way.
You are either lying or you're stupid.
And that takes some frickin' doing. That takes some next level fucking design choices, man. Halo 5 had co-op at frickin' launch, man. Halo 5 you could play co-op day one out of the frickin' box. And this game doesn't have that. So it's instantly worse.
What? Just because Halo Infinite doesn't have co-op like Halo 5 doesn't mean it's infinitely worse than Halo 5. It's just dumb logic. It's like saying Doom Eternal is worse than Doom 2016 all because it doesn't have Snap Map. Nobody cares about Snap Map, and why should the Halo community care about if co-op's not there at launch? It's post-content because it was delayed. It was an inevitability because it's a lose-lose situation. Use your brain, and it will help you use common sense. It's that simple.
And it's instantly worse because of the Far Cry over fucking map, like, and that's the fucking game. And this is supposed to be hype. This is Microsoft's only exclusive in the last 2 years. This is the game. This is the garbage. Tell you what, man. Don't expect a review.
No shit.
That's all I'm gonna say. Don't expect a fucking review.
And after that, we are finally done with the video. He plays some clip of some random YouTuber that nobody gives a shit about. So let's talk about two things that I wanted to save on later, which is now the open world thing and the Harbinger character. So let's begin with open world first. Now, as for the open world thing, you heard Glenn compare Halo Infinite's open world to Gears 5, Assassin's Creed, and Far Cry 6 because he claims Halo Infinite's open world is going to be generic. But here's the thing, aside from them being open world, they are not the same gameplay-wise and maybe mission-wise. I mean, do I really have to explain to you why? We could be here all day, so here's a bunch of text. But I will be mentioning one thing that distinguishes Halo Infinite from the rest. Obviously, the grappling hook, which I'm pretty sure Glenn's just gonna disprove that because
grappling hook's bad because it's playing like Halo 5.
Also, he mentioned something about Ghost Recon Wildlands being the best open world he ever played, but there's a problem. He didn't list out the reasons why, so we're just meant to take his word from it. Unless you give me points, I'm not buying it, Glenn. So the next time you do this kind of shit, talk about why that is. Alright, the Harbinger character, the one that Glenn claims it was from Destiny with the voice from Gears or something like that. Well, I'm here to disprove of that. Now, if you put the Harbinger and a random Destiny character side by side, you could probably tell the difference. They are in different art styles, and they do not connect at all. Hell, you could literally put the Harbinger in different IPs that has different art styles, and would make more sense than Destiny. That's just what I'm saying, okay? The rest is nothing to write home about. He's twisting words in the video to fit his narrative, and calling the gameplay you saw Halo 5 gameplay, because the person doing the gameplay isn't playing it the way he plays Halo. I mean, what else do you want me to say about Glenn? The clip from GamerJLE sums him up perfectly.
Oh, I am gonna be a 40-year-old man sitting in my goddamn fucking apartment with no wife, no kids, no nothing, because I'm such a vitriolic, angry motherfucker that I'm going to run everybody off, and I'm going to slurp on my fucking tea while I make videos that have no editing. And the editing that they do is memes.
By the video that you've just saw, the like to dislike ratio is just as you expect. And judging by how Glenn is going to damage control his points, I wouldn't be surprised if he stumbles across this video, makes a response of it, and twists my words to fit his narrative and tries to make my claims worthless to him. Anyway, with all that said, this is the end of the video, so have a wonderful day.